Tony here from TonySpace.com, here with our NBA 3-pack. We'll be joined here by Ramon Scott and get his premium plays over at TonySpace.com. So let's get this one underway here for Friday's NBA card. So we'll bring him in right now. Ramon, what's going on?
Hey Tony, no rest this time of year. Going to keep it going every day with you, and man, we're just uh, basketballs to the walls, so to speak.
It sure is. Basketball to the wall, no doubt about that. Here, looking forward to this NBA card here. We'll get started here with a 3-pack here from Ramon. We get it started here with the Pelicans at the 76ers with New Orleans favored 8, total 225.
Yeah, I brought you a couple winners yesterday here on the show, so let's go with again tonight. And well, let's take a look at this one with the Pelicans going up against the Sixers. We did get word that Maxey will miss another game with that concussion. Hopefully, he'll be able to return to the lineup soon. And the Sixers got to get their stars back going here for the postseason. But until then, you got New Orleans here coming in on a roll right now. The Sixers struggling without their stars. They've covered just one of their last 6 games. Tony 1-10 against the spread. Last 11 home games for Philadelphia. Now, granted, they were favored in some of those before the injuries started to go a little bit. I mean, that's a sample of several weeks now, but now they're getting points, and I'm not sure it's going to work out for them in this one. I'm going to go count Chocula here and lay the number with New Orleans. We've already seen this one move from I think as low as 6.5 up to 8 now as we record this program, and been a good series for New Orleans. They are 8-2 against the spread. Last 10 against Philly. They were a dog in a lot of those, but New Orleans on a roll right now and looking good heading into the postseason.
All right, Ramon Scott, get his premium plays over at TonySpace.com. Click the link in the description and get on board. Pelicans and 76ers. He says the Pelicans here, Ramon, at minus the 8. All right, let's continue here on our NBA 3-pack. Joined by Ramon Scott. You'll find the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save that 20% off. All right, let's continue. Next game here, we're going to go to the Heat and OKC. So we'll go ahead and move the chains here and get to the 8 o'clock Eastern game here on this card. We've got Miami at the Thunder. Thunder 8.5, and we see the total 225.5.
Yeah, it took some work last night. We picked on the Heat a little bit because of their scenario, and maybe that's exactly what happened there, Tony. We talked about no hero, no love. They played a pretty good game on Thursday, but they ended up falling down the stretch. Dallas ended up getting the money after all. Like I said, I thought the Heat might be popular at the window. Indeed they were, but Dallas got there in the end as the Heat kind of just ran out of gas. So we're going to lay some more points here, Tony, with the Thunder minus 8.5. Oklahoma City 7-3 against the number. Last 10 games, they've covered the last 4 games in this series, and well, we know the Heat. We just saw them wrap it up here a little while ago with that loss. Now they're traveling here on the road to go play the Thunder. Thunder had some struggles here, but we're going to pick on the Heat a little bit here. I'm not down on them long term necessarily. I think they can recover with their solid organization, get healthy and everything. But this is going to be a pretty tough spot, Tony, coming off of a late loss like they had last night at Dallas when they thought they were in it. I mean, they were battling late. They, had a lead in there, ended up losing. I'm going to go ahead and lay the Thunder here, minus 8.5. More chalk on Friday.
Chalk on Friday. Ramon Scott, get his premium plays over at TonySpace.com. Heat and Thunder says Thunder here, 8.5 against the Miami Heat. Get to Ramon's premium plays at TonySpace.com. You'll find his link in the description. Direct link right to his sales page. Promo code TonyT at checkout will save you that 20% off. All right, let's continue here on the NBA Rundown. Our 3-pack, we're going to be looking for the Rockets and Trailblazers. There we go. Rockets and Trailblazers, our next game. We see the Rockets here, road favorites 5, total 218.5.
Yeah, and this one's been on the move a little bit as well. There was some buyback on the Blazers, but man, I'm going to lay over 20 points with you here on this show. Don't try this at home, folks, but I'm going to have to play another favorite here, Tony. The Rockets have covered 4 straight. The Blazers are going to come in probably a little short-handed here. We'll see what the injury report finally looks like, but please check it out, everybody. As we approach this one, you got Scoot Henderson, you got Kamara, you've got DeAndre Ayton, all listed as questionable as we record this video, and I think that's going to be tough for the Blazers, actually. And the Rockets, yeah, they they haven't covered them all of late, and they've been up and down as well. But I think it's gonna be a pretty good spot for Houston here. I'm gonna lay 5 more points, Tony. Count Chocula. Let's go Rockets -5. 3 favorites for you on Friday night.
You got Ramon Scott getting his premium plays over at TonySpace.com. Rockets and Trailblazers say take the Rockets here, laying the 5. All right, Ramon here with the 3-pack for you, and let's take a look over at Ramon over at TonySpace.com here. Action here on Friday. You're having a great year in college hoops here for 2024. NBA card coming up here. It looks like an 8-game card. We've got lots of college hoops as well with all these tournaments in action. NHL, a handful of games. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, we'll be firing away on college basketball on Friday with daytime action, certainly. We scored with our early winners yesterday, rolled out a 3-0 for the morning session on Thursday. So make sure you're locked and loaded with me at Tony'sPicks.com for the tournament action on Friday. College basketball, of course, got that NBA card that Tony mentioned that we previewed some of the games here, and also some NHL action on Friday. Go over to Tony'sPicks.com, use that promo code TonyT at checkout, save 20% off all premium pick packages, including mine. There you see our great website and how smooth it runs, so check us out over at Tony'sPicks.com. Also, check out my 3-day, 7-day, and 30-day packages. Hook up with me for the weekend. Get it on Friday. You're going to be with me on Saturday and Sunday. Tony, usually on those weekend days, I like to fire a little bit late on some of those, especially with those big cards. Now, we are whittling down our fields a little bit. It won't be like some of those blockbuster Saturdays during the regular season. We're going to be minus about 20 or 30 teams this week with the early tournament action, but we'll be firing all weekend long on college basketball tournament action and the mid-majors going on. And with those matchups, certainly, Tony, you get the information late. These are the games you want to pound on because, it's tough sometimes for bookmakers to adjust, follow all the injuries and trends that are happening out at the home sites, at the neutral sites as well. So, hey, if you're doing fine, great. But if not, hook up with me. Take a look. Tony mentioned my numbers here in college basketball. If you add up all the numbers between last year, over 43 units of profit, Tony, with you here on Tony'sPicks.com in 2023. And we're also producing here. We're only getting rolling here in March, and my record is proven and track record over at Tony'sPicks.com. Check out our handicapper leaderboards, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And then get with me this weekend, not only for college basketball, but NBA, NHL as well, Tony.
That's right, guys. Got Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. We're going to show you the promo code here. Tony T at checkout. You'll save that 20% off. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link you see in the description and get on over there and get signed up. All right, that's our NBA 3-pack here, joined by Ramon. Guys, be sure to check out the channel. Ramon's going to have a 3-pack from college hoops and NHL for Friday. I'm Tony T for Ramon. We'll talk to you guys down the line.